Why are you unhappy? Why are you still unhappy? What's your main reason for coming to the Philippines? Like to be with the Filipina that you met online? So how long have you been chatting? Months? Years? How well do you know each other? Do you really know her? Or do you even know yourself? What exactly are you looking for? What traits are you looking for in a partner? Are these the same traits that you'd be looking for in a partner in your home country? So why did you leave your country? Were you unhappy? So why a Filipina? Why not, right? Let's say you were in a long distance relationship with a Filipina and you were so in love and so full of hope, and you decided to come here to be with her and to marry her. You were so in love with her that you wanted to give her everything. You tried to build her a house, give her a car, give her all the things that she thinks she wants, that you think she wants. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's us, human beings. When we're in love, when we love someone, we almost tend to want to give them everything, right? But let's admit it. Of course, we want something in return. What if the Filipina you're with doesn't give you the things that you expect her to give you? Would you be mad at her? What if you've already built her a house? What if you've already given her all your money? What are you gonna do? Is it her fault? Is it all her fault? Would you call her now a scammer? Do you think she just used you for your money? Or have you even thought of you using her for what? So you're unhappy again. So what are you going to do? Are you going to look for another Filipina? But you don't have any money left. So are you going to go back to your home country to work? Or let's say you're already retired, but you've spent all your money on your Filipina. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to your home country? Most probably not. So, you would rather stay with your Filipina, even if you're not happy. But why are you not happy? What is it exactly that makes you unhappy? I thought you were in love. I mean, you've been with her in a long distance relationship for some years. And then, after being with her again for some years, you now feel unhappy. Why is that? Don't you think you also are the possible reason why you're not happy. But of course, you will not admit it to yourself. You would rather blame the Filipina, right? But blaming her, blaming others for your unhappiness, would that make you happy? Would that make a difference if you blame her? I believe that a woman is a reflection of her man, and the man is a reflection of his woman. So, if you blame your woman, don't you think you are to blame yourself too? Let's say you blame yourself too, and you take accountability of your own mistakes. But what's next? Would that help make you happy again? But what if you don't want to admit your mistakes and you would rather moan about your Filipina and her flaws, or even her family's flaws? No one's perfect. Even you're not perfect. But does that mean you can be happy with all that imperfections? Or maybe you didn't get to start with a good foundation in regards to your relationship with your Filipina and even yourself. Just like cooking a meal, the preparation time is way longer than the time you'll be spending eating that meal that you prepared. Of course, that is if you want a homemade real food. You have to go to the marketplace to buy the ingredients, and you will not just buy, but you will choose which are the best ingredients. Of course, you don't want to be cooking rotten vegetables, something like that. You would also consider the price of the ingredients that you're going to buy. And when you get home, you make sure you wash everything that you bought from the market, and you definitely will cook it right, because of course you want to eat something special, something delicious. What's it to do with being unhappy in a relationship? Well, maybe you didn't choose the right ingredients. Like you've seen red flags, but you just disregarded it because you think you're in love. And being in love is enough. It is not enough. Love is never enough if it's not the right kind of love. What made you fall in love with the Filipina anyway? Is it her exotic look, her pretty face, her being slim, her being petite? Or is it the way she made you feel? Is it the way she makes you feel? You fell in love with her because of all the good things that she made you feel. So what about the other side of her that you think makes you unhappy? Does that mean that you stop loving her? you stop respecting her as your partner, does that mean that it is only her that can make you happy and make you unhappy? Don't you think happiness is a choice? Do you think she's happy with you too? Do you think she's unhappy with your relationship? So now you're both unhappy. What are you gonna do next about it? Are you going to separate ways? Or are you going to work it out? Would you stay in a relationship where you're both unhappy just for the sake of being in a relationship? And let's say you've invested a lot already, like you built a house for her. Are you willing to risk it? If so, that means you only wasted your time, both your time and effort, and most especially your money. So whose fault is it really? Why are you unhappy? Who really is to blame? And if you decide to move on and start a new relationship with a new person, a new Filipina, do you think you will do the same and commit the same mistakes again and again and again? When will you ever learn? I've always believed that men are logical beings and women are emotional beings. So, men, what happened? Why are you unhappy? Why did you let yourself be unhappy? Why did you let yourself be in that situation where you're not happy? Now ask yourself, is it really the Filipinas' fault that you're not happy right now? Or it's really all your fault? So if you want a really good home cooked meal, you have to go through the process. So always remember, happiness is a choice. So choose to be happy.